Hello and welcome everyone. A new master mission has landed on the Division 2. We have a brand new exotic mask called the Tinkerer mask, which is available. And a few of you have been asking how to get a hold of this. So I thought I'd cover this mask in the video. We'll go over the mask. I'll explain exactly how you can get a hold of it and just explain how it works as well. You'll notice on the screen here, if you look closely at the top, it says Alpha Bridge. For those that played the Division 1, you may remember the old Alpha Bridge gear set and the classified gear set and how that worked. And this is a take on that old gear set. We'll have a look at that when we have a look at exactly how it works. But first, how do you get a hold of this mask? It is actually a guaranteed drop if you complete the new Potomac Event Center, the manager mission, which is the climax mission for this season, and on master difficulty. If you can do that, you'll get it guaranteed. Your first master clear of this mission, you'll get the exotic Tinkerer mask. But you don't need to do that. It is a chance-based drop on this mission as well. You can play on any difficulty. You can't do master on this mission until you've completed it on one of the other difficulties. So normal, hard, challenging, or heroic. And the chance of the mask dropping at the end once you complete it is higher the higher the difficulty. So you can just keep on grinding on any difficulty that you want to, and eventually it will drop. But once you've completed this mission once and got master, if you complete it for your first time, it will be guaranteed. You will get it. After you've got your initial guaranteed drop though, master becomes a chance-based drop of the highest chance of it dropping. And you can do a master clear on each of your characters as well. So if you have multiple characters, you can run through all 4 characters in theory and get 4 new Tinkerer exotic masks. I'm sure most of you are aware the master missions come with the seasonal scout missions that we have now on the Division 2. And this season, there are 12 scout missions that we went through. Now, in previous seasons, you had to unlock all of these scout missions or complete them all in order to play the new mission, the climax mission, and the master difficulty version of it. Now it's working differently though. If you're just coming back to the game this week, for example, you've not played this at all this season, you can skip most of the scout. So weeks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, no need to do them whatsoever. You'll notice at week 8 though, it's a high value target, so you need to complete that. Weeks 9, 10, and 11, again, they don't need to be done, but week 12, which is this week as this mission was released, is another high value target. So now you only have to complete the 2 high value targets, so Scout Week 8 and Scout Week 12. Once you've done that, you will get access to this new mission at Potomac Event Center, the manager. It is also worth mentioning that if you're watching this video after this season is over and the master mission is done and we're on to a new season, you can replay this master mission. If you head to the manhunt menu, you'll have legacy manhunts. After every season ends and a new season starts, it throws on the final sort of like climax mission for that season in here. And you can replay all of the old missions that closed off a season. So more recently, we've had the Theo Parnell and the Alani Kelso one. These were the very first 2 master missions, but you can go back further than that and do all the others. But this is where it's going to get added. So next season, underneath the Alani Kelso one, you are going to have this new one added for the manager, and you can replay from here. And it's all the same rules that apply. You'll even get the same modifiers. So as you move forward with new modifiers in the next season, if you come back here to play the old master mission, you'll be playing on this current season's modifiers, which is pretty cool. However, you won't have the unlocks if you've not played the season. So you do need to play the season to get all of the mod unlocks and the modifier unlocks. If you haven't played the season and you're coming back, you won't have them. So it's probably best to play without modifiers in that case. But anyway, you can complete the master mission with the same rules to still get the exotic Tinkerer mask and just keep replaying it this way. The mission itself is quite straightforward. If you played the other master missions throughout previous seasons, I'm going to say it's the easiest out of the 3 we've had so far. Not really many mechanics, a few turrets you have to shut off, but other than that, it's just waves and waves of ads and a lot of them. So as long as you can manage the ad control, it's quite straightforward all the way to the boss fight, get rid of the boss and you're done. And the Tinkerer mask will just pop up as a mission completion reward once you've done it on the master version. And even if you complete it on lower difficulties or as a chance-based drop, that's where it's going to drop. It's not going to drop in your loot pile or anything like that. So keep an eye on your top of your screen as you complete the mission. So what does the mask do? Well, let's have a look at it. It comes with all red attributes. You got weapon damage, crit chance, crit damage, and you get abridged, which is a throwback to Alpha Bridge. if your primary and secondary weapons are not exotic or named, and they're of the same type, the secondary weapon's talent will also be applied to the primary weapon. This does not apply if the primary or secondary weapon talent includes weapon swapping, and it does not apply if the primary and secondary weapons talents are the same. So if you remember back to the Division 1 and Alpha Bridge, it kind of works similar, but it worked where your primary and secondary would both share the third free talent on both of those guns, and it was a little bit better on the Division 1, if I'm being honest with you. But it's a throwback to that, and it is very powerful. Like, a lot of people are very excited about this piece because you're going to be able to have two talents on a gun, basically, for the first time in the Division 2. And there's a lot of build or combinations of talents we can think about here and what we want to do with them, which is just going to make things so powerful. So let me show you exactly how this works. I'm going to show you in the firing range, and what we're going to do is make sure we select two weapons of the same type. Remember, it can't be exotic, it can't be named, so Lexington is not going to work here. But I did get two weapons before. I'm going to throw a secondary on first. The secondary, doesn't matter what it is as long as it's the same type as my primary. So I got this F2000 replica here where I can swap the talent on it. Currently put Streamline on it. So on this, it increases weapon damage by 42% and no skills are on cooldown. And this with the exotic mask, so if I just take off that backpack for now and throw on the exotic mask, that Streamline will transfer to my primary weapon, providing that it's another assault rifle. It's going to be the same type. So I'm going to throw on this FAMAS here with Flatline on it. So now this FAMAS will have Flatline, which is already on it, but it's also going to take the talent from the secondary assault rifle I've got here, which is Streamline. I've now got a FAMAS with Flatline and Streamline. And that's how it works. It doesn't transfer to the secondary though. So like I said, with Alpha Bridge in the Division 1, it did. You kind of have both weapons with three talents or shared talents. It doesn't work like that in the Division 2. It's just the secondary talent will go over to the primary, and they've got to be the same type of gun. So assault rifle, LMG, SMG, shotgun, things like that. Cannot be exotic, cannot be named, and you can't have talents like that require swapping your weapons or anything like that, or you can't double up on talent. So I couldn't have Streamline on both of them and double that. That doesn't work like that. But I can have Flatline and I can have Streamline. And when you're playing, you can see what works. If you look at my HUD, you'll see the Alpha Bridge symbol, and it's gold. If it's gold, it means it's in play. I got two talents proccing. If I swap to my secondary, you'll notice it goes red. Red now means Alpha Bridge is not procced. I will not be taking benefit of the two talents. Now, do the same if you put like an incorrect weapon on as well. So you can throw on something like the Lexington to double check if it works. So I've got the Lexington on now, which has killer on it. But when I've got my Lexington in my hand, it's red. Alpha Bridge is not working. I can't swap weapon. It's just not working. It's red because it's a named item, and named items don't work. I could do the same with like the St. Elmo's. Alpha Bridge symbol is going to stay red because it doesn't work with exotics. So that's how you know it's working, when you've got a weapon on and it's working. So again, if I throw this FAMAS back on, it'll be gold. And I know I'm getting Streamline and I'm getting Flatline out of that gun. Now, there's so many different talent combinations that I want to test and do. I'm going to be hopefully streaming tomorrow, doing some legendary missions, playing with them, but you can mix it up with anything. So get yourself two of the same guns, make it so you can swap around the talents and play around. Like, what about killer and Streamline? What about a bit of survivability, having preservation and a damage talent? There's so much you can do. Then I'm thinking about LMGs, I'm thinking about shotguns. It's just, honestly, so much you can do with this mask. It's very exciting. I'm looking forward to testing this out. I would love some of your ideas in the comments if you got some yourselves. I'll test out. Let me know. Let me know what combinations you're looking at and what type of guns you're looking at and what type of builds you're using as well. Like, this is it's going to be a lot of people trying a lot of different stuff. I'll be doing it myself, and I hope to get more content out soon with some combinations that I like using and stuff like that, and put some builds together or just combinations together for you guys. But that is it for this video. I just wanted to get it out there. As I said, some people are asking, how do you get this mask? People returning and things like that. I haven't played a game in a while, so I hope it's been helpful. Don't forget to like the video, comment down below, subscribe if you're new here, and until next time, take care.